Hey guys, great to be back here on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We put up new videos as often as we can. So yeah, please subscribe to the channel and we'll get you notified when we get new videos up. Today we're going to look at hiding empty navigation. I think this is particularly useful. It's something that I get asked to do a lot. Basically, when we have a website that sells out of the products on a particular collection, we don't want that collection showing. We don't want customers going and seeing there's no products available when they click on links in the navigation, basically. Let's have a look what that could look like. Let's refresh this page a minute. Okay, let's just save this and come back to here. Okay, this should put it back to... Okay, so F5. Let this load up. Okay, we've got all of these in our Just Green Beans sample website. We've created this navigation menu that's got all of these countries of origin. Now, at the moment, I only have one coffee product in here that's going to match that collection. So all of these collections are, let's have a look at them first of all. So all of these collections are going to be smart collections, what Shopify calls a smart collection, and that means that they're built using rules. So if we go to the collection here and take a look at any one of these, you can see that they're created with the rule product tag equals to product tag. So I made all these collections because I know that by the time we finish this website, we're going to have plenty of products where the product tag's equal to Bright or the product tag's equal to the Peru. In this case, the product vendor is equal to Peru. But at the moment, we don't have any products that meet that criteria. So we don't want that menu showing up, right? We only want the one showing up that actually has the sample product that matches it. Okay, so how do we hide those automatically? Because doing it manually is a real pain in the butt, and frankly, it's never going to happen. And you're going to have customers clicking on these things, and it's going to say, sorry, there's no products found in this collection. That's what we don't want. Okay, so let's go back to our online store. Going to our theme, I'm working on the Turbo theme by Out of the Sandbox. Every theme is going to be a little bit different, but basically they're all going to have this code in there somewhere. Okay, so how do we find this? Well, first of all, we know we're working in the header. So let's open up the header, and then as you work down the file, you'll see that you're working down the lines of the header. So first of all, we've got some stuff for the mobile. And then we're in here, we've got like the social settings, header, the phone number, etc. So we're right at the top here. I haven't even got it turned on, but we're right on the top here. And as we come through, we'll see where it talks about the little shopping cart being over here. And eventually we'll get down to where the navigation is. Search. And we'll find that navigation section. It's going to be somewhere down the bottom here. It's above the search. So here we go. So they've really helped me out here in this particular theme, and this might not be the case in your theme, but in this particular theme, you can say they've said, if we're using the vertical menus, which we are, the drop-down menus, include this snippet called vertical menu. Okay, that's great. That's really helped me out because it's much more complicated if they just drop the code in here. In your theme, if you're not using an Out of the Sandbox theme, you'll probably find the code is just dropped here. But what you're looking for is code that looks something like this. And this is basically taking you through a series of for loops that's going to build out the menus that exist. So let's have a look at this. So basically, this is going to be your main menu at the top here, the first one. It's doing this if link lists and this handle. This is for your main menu across the top. And then it's got this sublink section. So these are your sub menus. So these are the links that are in the drop down, right? For link in link lists, and your link lists in Shopify terms is your navigation lists. If the link list .handle is not empty, so let's just check in to make sure it's got a handle. I don't know why it even bothers to do that, but it is. And then it's saying basically create this list item, this link in that menu. Else, and then it's telling you what else to do if it doesn't have a handle. I think what it's actually doing, if it doesn't have a handle, is it's making a pop out for a third level of menu. I haven't got any of those third levels of menus in here, but that's what it's doing. So, okay, I want to put some code in here because I only want it to create this link here if it meets certain conditions. Now, I've already written the code, so let me just paste it in there. So basically what I'm going to tell it to do is an unless loop. And I'm going to just close the loop off here and I'll explain it in a minute. So give me just a second to close this. End unless. So this is basically a loop. It's saying if the linked list handle is not empty, unless the linked list, your collection link, and the object products count in it is equal to 0. So if the product count in it is equal to 0, then skip it. Otherwise, do it. Okay? So let's say, so basically got this on this statement. So basically, it will only run this line if the product count is not equal to 0. If the product count is equal to 0, it will not run this line. Okay, let's save this. And let's go back to here, refresh this. So what should we have now? We had about a dozen different by origins. We should now have only one because we've only got one product. We've got 4 aromas, we've got less of each of the rest of them, but we've only got one in here. Okay, now I don't have any third level navigation on this site, but if I had third level navigation, I'd have to do the same thing as I've done here around this line here, because this is where it's creating the sub menus. Okay, so what I'd basically do, just for clarity, is I'd copy that and I'd wrap that piece in there as well, and then I'd have to make sure I ended the unless. Okay, so that should do that. It won't make any difference to my site because I don't have any third level. Because that's a much tidier site for me and it requires less maintenance. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and we'll get you another video out as soon as we can. Talk to you later. Bye.